the summer of '96, early summer, I met Mandy Coates. She was working at a Christian bookstore, and I was working for my sister. Over the whole summer, I just kept, do I want to ask her out? Do I not want to ask her out? Because, I wasn't saved, obviously, and I knew something was different about her just from our conversations. So I finally did ask her, and early on, she had told me that there was no marriage in the future if I wasn't saved. I didn't want to just say that I was saved to get married. I didn't think that was right, because I would be lying to her. I knew enough that I knew that would be lying to God, and I'm like, we would have a marriage based on a lie and mistrust. And she kept emphasizing that it's a personal relationship with God. Like I said, I understood that Christ had died and was buried and rose again. I understood all that, but I didn't really realize that was the price for my sin, that it was a gift. Growing up as a Catholic, it's a works-based religion, and it's like, well, I got to do good stuff, to get to heaven. And I was sitting in bed at night. It was a Sunday night, and she was at church, and it just, God was just pulling at me, and it clicked for me all of a sudden. I was like, I get it now. I don't have to do anything. It is a gift. I got saved that night, and like 2 nights later, we got engaged. So it was kind of cool how it all worked together. Molly got sick about 4 years ago. Mandy took her to the hospital, or to the doctor. They come back out and they tell Mandy, said, we need to get her to the hospital right away. Her whole lung is full of fluid. So then we immediately went down to Riley. The doctor checked him out, did x-rays, and was just saying, well, we're going to have to do surgery. And I think both of our jaws just dropped, because, like I said, we were expecting antibiotics going home, and here we are talking surgery. That morning when they took her in, they got her hooked up to everything, and they wheel her in, go through the doors, and that's it. At this point, you have no idea what's going on, what's going to happen, anything. And even though there's people around us, I never felt so alone. It was just, you're just sitting there, and all you can think about, well, what's going on, what's happening. So finally, it's like, just started praying, and just that again, that comfort and peace that God gave me is like, it's going to be okay. Just give up control, let it go, I'll take care of it. The thought that kept going through my mind was, but what about these people who don't have God and don't have Jesus? How do you survive a brain tumor or something? If you don't have it to lay on God, how, because your spouse or friend or anybody's not going to get you through it. Nevertheless, I am continually with you. You hold my right hand. You guide me with your counsel, and afterward you will receive me to glory. Whom have I in heaven but you? And there is nothing on earth that I desire besides you. My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. For behold, those who are far from you shall perish. You put an end to everyone who is unfaithful to you, but for me it is good to be near God. I have made the Lord God my refuge, that I may tell of all your works. There's so many facets to God. He's the only one who's going to be there in the time of need. He will carry you in times of trouble. He is our Father. My name is Dana Henry, and Jesus is my Lord.